YouTube world, welcome back. For those of you who, the few of you who have subscribed to my channel, welcome back to the channel. And if you're actually new here, hey, welcome. So my friend John, the forerunner in front of us, we're tackling another trail. This time we are pretty much near Big Bear, California, and this trail ends in Pioneertown, which is close to Joshua Tree. So pretty easy trail. Pretty much what you see here, dirt road, is pretty much the trail, but there are a few ruts, a couple of ruts in this trail, but nothing too major. I've heard that people in their SUV Subarus have done this trail with no difficulty at all. So you know, hey, I don't really care about the difficulty level of the trails. It just gets me outside of the house. You know, I get to enjoy you know, look at that view. I get to enjoy the view, and you know, get to enjoy stuff with my friends. So yeah, I think it was about a month ago me and John did, I believe it was, we were up in Calico, California, and we did a similar trail to this, you know, dirt trail, fairly easy, and so wow, look at this view. This is a great view, and a little bit bumpy, but not too bad. Actually, we didn't really have to, but before we started this trail, we did kind of air down our tires, and you know, just for a little bit smoother ride, and for the tires to have more surface area, surface contact on the dirt here. So I will go ahead and continue on here, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. So this trail right here is a lot more bumpy than the one we did in Calico, but still not too bad. The view here is spectacular. You know, I mentioned this in the last video, that living in California, I mean, one of the main perks living in California is just the state. The state is gorgeous, and you have every type of terrain here in this state. I mean, you know, about, I'd say, an hour away, you have obviously the beautiful beaches in California, and pretty much you can head out to the desert again in California, and then you have the mountains here, Lake Arrowhead, Big Bear, Running Springs, you know, and a lot more. It's just a great state to live in. Well, as far as scenic wise, it is an expensive state, and there's a lot of freaking laws here that I just pretty much say don't allow you to have fun, especially the smog laws here. I don't know if you know, some of you know, I used to own a Camaro 2013 ZL1, and that Camaro was factory, a supercharged V8, and it produced a lot of horsepower and a lot of torque, but I couldn't do anything with it. Believe me, I had fun. I love the car straight out of the factory, but you know, come on, you own a car like that, or any type of car like that, you know, you want to put your own stuff in it. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my GoPro, but it records, and then after 5 minutes it just automatically stops. So, but anyways, I'll figure it out when I get home. But as I was saying, what the heck was I saying? See, this is what happens when technology just freaking fails, you know? Well, anyways, I know I was talking about how cool it is living in this state. Oh, that's right, my Camaro ZL1. See, it sucks to get old. It sucks to be old, you know, because I can't even remember what I talked about not even 5 minutes ago. But anyways, yeah, the Camaro ZL1. So yeah, I couldn't do anything to it because of these stupid smog laws here in Commie, California. So you know, I mean, I couldn't even put an air intake in there because all the air intakes made for that model Camaro were illegal here in California. And then now we have this stupid law about aftermarket exhaust. If it exceeds over, I believe, 90 decibels, it's considered too loud, and you get a $1,000 ticket. And of course, you gotta take it to the state inspector. Yeah, well, actually, before that, you gotta turn it off, and or turn it off. You've got to uninstall the aftermarket exhaust, put a stock one in, or put a more quieter exhaust in. Take it to get it state inspected, and then, you know, then what do you call it? I guess you could you know, I guess and it has to pass. But above that, you get a $1,000 fine. So come on, really? I just, that's the only thing well, there's more things I can't stand about this state. Number one, just living here is way too expensive. I mean, you could probably buy a crack house in the ghetto, and it'll still cost you about $850,000 here, you know. And it's just ridiculous. That's why a lot of Californians are moving out of this state, because why pay for something like that? You know, why pay for $850,000 on a small little piece of property and hardly any land, when you can go to other states, get a, geez, almost in some cases get almost like a mini mansion with an acre of land for a lot cheaper. That's why a lot of Californians are getting the hell out of this state. And in return, they're pissing off a lot of people that aren't, you know, they're pissing off a lot of people from the state that they're moving to, because, you know, let's face it, you know, $850,000 home here in California, I'm just using Texas as an example, you could probably get a way bigger house, a lot more land for half as much. And you know, all the Californians that are moving out of state, you know, they're willing to pay the extra money to get that type of deal, because they're so used to paying outrageous prices here. So, you know, I mean, it kind of sucks, you know, for the people in other states. They have to deal with it, and the price of, you know, the cost of living goes up. But what can you do, you know? Okay, we're gonna come to a, nope, no, we're not. Thought we were gonna come to a stop, but he was just avoiding a rock. But yeah, so I don't know. I, for one, I'm gonna be the same way. When I retire, I'm actually gonna move out of the country, or I'm thinking about moving out of the country, because it's, as far as being retired here, you know, unless you have a good retirement plan, 401k, yada yada yada. So, you know, it's you know, I don't want to be struggling while I'm retired. Okay, we're back. And I almost got stuck, but the old truck said, nope, I'm not gonna get stuck. So, looks like Alderete has left me, but we took a little break and I busted out the drone and did a little bit of drone footage. It was funny. I almost lost the drone too. It was pretty windy, and I guess the wind carried the drone to a point where I couldn't see it, which is a big no-no because the law says that I always have to have it on site at all times. But we're here, there's nobody around, besides trees, there's no obstacles, so no electrical lines and this and that, and I was flying low enough so I wouldn't, I'm not going to hit any aircraft. But it did scare me a little bit because whew, yeah, I couldn't see it. I tried to I put the return to home, but I think the wind was like confusing it because it would say landing and I couldn't see the drone. There was I couldn't see it at all, and so I canceled it, and that happened a few times. It's weird, but I don't know. I'm thinking I'm blaming the wind, or either that or user error. Probably that's it. But we did manage to finally get it back. Finally saw it. It's weird though. I could hear it, but the drone is so small that I just couldn't see it. And luckily, my friend John over there had some binoculars in his 4Runner, and he was searching for it. Even with binoculars, he was having a hard time finding it. But we eventually found it, and it's funny because I was really getting scared because the remote started beeping, saying that the drone only had like 10% battery. So I was frantically trying to get it back, and finally saw it, and yeah, the winds were just carrying it. It was pretty difficult to pilot back, but I got it back. Cool. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna lose $400 some odd, but luckily we got it back. So whew, big close call there. So, but you know what, lesson learned. I know I'm not gonna try that again. Oh, check out that nice blue Jeep, almost the same color as mine. Wow, it's a real nice one. So cool. It's cool too because we've ran into a couple of people going the opposite way, and every single one of them smiled at us and waved, and we did the same thing. So that's pretty awesome. You don't see that a lot during the hustle and bustle of life, everyday life. But yeah, that's pretty cool that two people that never met each other just take time and wave and smile, because they're enjoying the same thing, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, oh, it looks like we're going uphill, and I'm going to concentrate more on this trail. See you later. right, I'm back. Looks like we're in a valley somewhere. I'm assuming we're near Joshua Tree. Those little weird ass, oops, those little weird trees right there. I believe they're called Joshua trees. But yeah, look at this. It's like right out of a Western, you know? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I don't know, Clint Eastwood and, who's that, Lee Van Cleef? I don't, you know, or, who else was a good, John Wayne. Oh my God. If you're younger, you probably don't know who the heck I'm talking about, but they were great on-screen cowboys. I wouldn't be surprised if a cowboy or an Indian just popped out of here, out of nowhere, you know? Actually, you know what? In the beginning of the trail, I said that there were a few ruts on the road. Well, there's quite a few ruts on the road. I mean, right now, it's just flat dirt road like you saw when we started this route. But yeah, there was a lot of rocky, uneven terrain that you had to negotiate through, and man, just made it all more exciting, you know. I don't think I've heard some people take their cars here, but I don't think a car could make it through what we just went through maybe about 10 minutes ago. I don't know if they turn back when they see that, but a car just does not have enough clearance to go through all the stuff that we went through. But you may never know, you know, you may never know what people are capable of. So, hey, more power to them if they actually did this whole trail in a car, you know. Amazes me. But, yeah, I'm just enjoying the scenic view here, and, you know, this by far is the most smoothest and even part of the trail so far. I mean, there are a little bit of little parts like this, but a lot of it was rocky. Still pretty easy to drive, so I can see why yeah, they labeled this as an easy trail. But man, the look at the view. I mean, you can't beat that. You know, it's better here than, oh God, what would I be doing at home? Probably just watching TV and eating ice cream or something like that. But yeah, hey, you know, if you're cooped up at home, try to get out. You know, try to what do you call it? Try to discover stuff you've never discovered before. It's never too late. I'm 50 years old, and this is the first time, you know, I'm starting to go off-roading, and it's the first time I ever owned a drone. So first, you know, I'm trying to get into that hobby as well. I mean, you could only tell with my jerky drone footage, or you know, that I'm an amateur. But hey, yeah, like I was saying, you know, just get out there and enjoy life. You know, shoot, it's never too late. So with that, I am going to continue on with this trail. I kind of know why my GoPro is recording maybe 10 minutes at a time and then shutting off, because I felt the housing on the GoPro and it's getting hot, so it's overheating. So I'll still try to continue on shooting footage, but right now let's continue on with this trail. All right, see you in a few. now I'm back. You can tell by the vibration on my voice that we are still on the trail. And of course, the fabulous view you have in front of you. So, we are in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. But, I mean, there's actually houses that we passed by maybe about a mile back. It just amazes me that some people can just live out in the middle of nowhere, but that is pretty cool. I don't know. God, it must be a it must be a trek just to get to a store and get some gas. But hey, me, I'd kind of freak out if I lived all the way out here, dude. You know. I don't know. I don't know what kind of freaking things reside over here. Aliens, Wendigos, I don't know, freaking mass murderers, who knows, but I know I'm over exaggerating, but man, oh, here's a few more people here. Ooh, van. But yeah, I'm a little, I don't know, when it's too quiet I get nervous. That's your city boy talking. But it must be real peaceful, and God, I can only imagine how beautiful it looks here at night. There's another house right there, so I'm wondering if we're actually getting back into civilization, maybe. We'll see. But I hope you're enjoying this little route that we have here. I am. I'm enjoying it a lot. The views were spectacular, and you know, man, just get out of the house and do something fun, because you know, you're not here forever. Might as well live life to its fullest, right? So,
okay, the pavement starts up ahead.
Well, as you heard, I guess we're done with this route. So, cool. All right, John. Yep, we are done with this route. Here's the regular street. Looks like John's pulling over. So I hope you enjoyed the little route that me and John took, and we'll see you next time. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.